What's up, everybody? In this video, I wanted to share my story and why I started my journey of self-improvement. I also wanted to share why I created Entirely Honest and what I plan to do with the channel. Let's get started. So I'll start off by painting a picture of what I used to be like and what my old habits were like, so you can kind of gain an understanding of where I started on my journey of self-improvement. So as far as I can remember back, I was always extremely lazy. And then as I got older, I just started to develop a lot of unhealthy habits. So I would eat very poorly. I would sleep in to the last minute. I would not exercise very often at all. And I would really just kind of coast through life. I would try to do the bare minimum to get by. And I thought I was living the best life because I thought I was living the most free life. I thought freedom was doing whatever I wanted to do whenever I could do it. So that's kind of how I lived my life up until that point. And I'd say my journey kind of started and why I was feeling so uncomfortable was because the actions that I was partaking in on a daily basis were not in line with the things I truly valued. So I knew instinctively that my health was really important to me, but a lot of the actions that I was doing was making my health worse over time and not better. So it was kind of that internal conflict between the things I think were important and what I was actually doing. They just weren't aligned. So I decided that I would try to start to align those, and I developed a new set of actions of what did I want my life to become. If I would wake up and have the perfect life, what would the things that I do during that day look like? And so I created that, and I started to work towards that, and I started to take small steps. So once I developed this picture in my mind of this man that I wanted to become, I started working towards that, and I started aligning my actions throughout the day and my daily habits to be what that man I wanted to become would be. And a lot of the effects were remarkable. They were small changes that I made. It was making my bed in the morning, getting up when the alarm went off, eating cooking nutritious food and feeling good when I'm eating it, going on daily walks, exercising more. I fixed my posture. There were a bunch of small changes that I made that cumulatively made a huge impact on my life. And so I was making these changes, and I was replacing, a huge thing for me as well was replacing the content that I consumed. So a lot of the stuff I consumed in my past life, it was very entertainment focused, and it didn't really add value to my life. So a lot of the new content that I consumed, I really wanted everything that I was consuming to have a positive impact on my life and create value or teach me new things or help me understand myself better. So I began studying psychology a lot to try to understand my own brain and how it was thinking. Because before I had a very negative mindset, and I really needed to transition that into a positive mindset and kind of a growth mindset. And so I studied a lot of psychology and I read a lot of books. When I was living the lifestyle that I was before, that I was not satisfied with, it was very easy to think that, oh, this is just how things are, this is how my life is going to be, it's better to just accept it, just try to be comfortable, try to relax, just try not to get too worked up about it. But the more I improved my life, the more opportunity I saw in my life, the more things that I could see myself being capable of in the future. And this was really exciting for me. I really enjoyed the process of learning and becoming better. And what I really like about self-improvement is you can see the effects of it almost immediately. You make these changes and you do them for a few days, you develop these new habits, and you start to see your life improve and you start to feel better physically and mentally. So when I first started my journey of self-improvement, it was very clear to me why I should make the changes. I was really able to justify to myself, okay, these are the reasons why you need to change, because you're gaining weight, you're becoming more unhealthy, you don't feel good, you are not satisfied with how you're living. Those are all the reasons why. But it was really difficult for me to find places to start. I didn't know how to change my life. I didn't know what to do. Or I had so many unhealthy habits that I didn't really have a clear place to start. So with Entirely Honest, I wanted to share my experience with others and tell specifically how I did it and what were the things that I did to improve my life, to help others have a point to start. I figured that there was a lot of people that were feeling the same way that I was, and maybe if they just had someone to show them what they did and what worked for them, maybe it would inspire them or encourage them to try to make a change. and then that could have the same snowball effect that it had with me. So just by doing a few changes to my life, it really snowballed into a lot bigger changes, and that snowball is still rolling today. And I really enjoy making my life better and just living the more happy and productive and satisfying life that I live today. So what you can expect from Entirely Honest is I'll be sharing the different ways that I improved my life. So like how I took control of my weight, how I relearned to walk, how I fixed my posture, a lot of physical things, how I changed my diet, how I started sleeping better, my exercise routine, I went on more walks, how I started running, strength training. I'll be sharing a lot about habits, so habit building and the strategies that I've used for that, as well as what habits have worked for me and what have not. So that's one type of content that I'll be creating, is I'll be sharing the things that I've done to improve my life on Entirely Honest. But I'll also be sharing the things that I've used or the things that have helped me along the way. So I'll be doing different book reviews and product reviews of things that have changed my way of thinking or have benefited my life. To summarize, Entirely Honest is all about sharing my journey of self-improvement and the hows and whats that I did to improve my life, with the hope that it will help improve yours and the hope that it will help inspire you to improve your life as well. If you're curious as to why I went with the name Entirely Honest, check out the first link in the description below. That'll take you to a blog post that explains why I went with that name. If you have any questions for me or about my journey of self-improvement, or you want to share your own experiences, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you want to follow my journey of self-improvement, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to stay up to date on everything I do, please join my mailing list on entirelyhonest.com. You can find it at the bottom of any page on the website. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you have a great day. Peace!